Hi, I'm Mark Blumreiter, Applications Engineer with MasterGraphics. We are a Midwest-based reseller with HP, selling the Multi-Jet Fusion 3D printer. Today I'm going to give you a quick overview of the HP MJF 4200 system. It's their production system that was launched about 3 years ago. As you can see, we have three components, three machines here. We have the printer, where the parts are actually created. You have your processing station, where the parts are unpacked out of the powder, and is also your entire material management system. And then you have your build cart on wheels, which is where the powder and the parts are moved back and forth between the printer and processing station. On the printer processing station, you have a door that swings open, where your build cart can be plugged into. When the build cart is in the processing station, you can be filling material, unpacking parts. When the build cart is full of powder, we can move it back to the printer. We can print our parts on the printer. And one of the benefits of using the modular build cart is that once the print is completed, we can set the build cart aside and let it cool down, put another build cart in the printer, and start a build immediately. So there's no waiting for your parts to cool down, because it's a heat-based process. The powder gets up to about 370 degrees Fahrenheit, and so we want to let that cool nice and evenly. And by using the build cart system, you can have multiple build carts going at once, leave a build cart out to cool, or be unpacking one while you're continuing to print on the printer. Okay, if we take a look inside the HP 4200 machine, on the bottom of the top cover here, we see the heating lamps. There's 20 individual lamps mounted on the inside of the cover that is heating the powder throughout the process. And as it's a heat-based process, we want to keep this powder essentially close to the melt point and ready to react and melt. And that's the function of these lamps. Right in the middle, we see a camera. And what this does, after each layer of printing, it actually grabs a thermal snapshot of the temperature distribution on the print bed. This camera grabs 900 different points of temperature, and it uses that temperature as a feedback loop to determine where it should send more or less energy. Down below, above the build cart, above the printing platform, we see the material coating roller. This moves back and forth, rolls a layer of powder on the printing surface. Each layer is 80 microns, about 3/1000 7-inch thick. And to print the parts, we're actually moving the print head across the top of that white powder we just rolled out. So a few of the user replaceable items on the HP 4200 system are your print heads, which are inside here, your fusing lamps on the outside, and your cleaning roll, which sits just down underneath here. Now for the print heads, simply lift the cover up and you can see the three print heads. Another one of the replaceable items are the fusing lamps on either side. There's two on each side under these. The covers come off, lamps get replaced. To the left of the print carriage, we see the cleaning roll, which the function of this is to keep the print head nozzles clean throughout the printing process. It slowly rolls up, jets a bit of fusing agent down to keep those nozzles clean and functioning properly, and eventually you will have to replace that cleaning roll. To change the cleaning roll, we can open the compartment by the fusing and detailing agents, open the door to the cleaning roll with a special key. Here you see your fabric cleaning roll that turns as it's used. The fresh cleaning roll is on top. The used cleaning roll gets spooled up on the bottom, and once it's fully used, you remove it, place the new one on there, and that's pretty simple, straightforward process. So on the touchscreen display on the 4200 system, it operates very similar to any phone or tablet. You can swipe right or left, pull down from the top for any notifications. On the right you have your basic icons, jobs, build status, build unit, supplies. Swipe left, you see a few more advanced settings, such as your connectivity or about your machine. So first one, about, it will run through, of course, what machine you have, what the serial number is. These are things you'll need if you're going to submit a support call or have a specific request for service on your machine. look at your connectivity to make sure everything is connected to the network. Here is going to be your list of jobs. Now these are submitted from your laptop using the HP SmartStream software, and when it gets sent over the network, it brings up a picture of your job and what the print time will be, what the print material is. This is the screen where you'll actually send the print to the printer to start it. So if we were to start this build, we would just hit print. It would ask you to confirm that you want to print that, and it would go ahead and start right away. On the build status, right now it shows nothing, but during a print it will show what layer it's on, how high the print is, how many parts are in the build, and alert you of any, if anything comes up during the build. Looking at the status of your build unit, the build card does have a computer chip in it that tracks how much powder is in it, what type of powder, what the percentage of fresh material is, and when you plug the build unit into the printer you can see all that information. Supplies, you can track the usage and the life of pretty much all the consumables and all the maintenance items. Here's for your fusing and detailing agents. Here's the life of your print heads, the life of your heating lamps up top on the cover of the machine, your fusing lamps on either side of the print head carriage, the life of your filters, and cleaning roll, other supplies, and it tracks everything. So right here it says remaining capacity 61% for your cleaning roll. For all these maintenance items, for all these replaceables, the printer will let you know when it's about time to replace them, and so it'll give you notification on the top and walk you through the replacement process. And then in your settings from the main menu, you can get into any other numbers of things, connectivity, security, maintenance items, everything. It really walks you through step by step. It's easy to use interface, much better than other additive systems, I would say, in terms of user friendliness, just because it has this touchscreen display like other devices we're familiar with.